Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict. And this time I'm using the free cut file over in the Facebook group, but it's only available until the end of July 2022. So I have these cute little photos and I have cut the cut file from this beautiful rainbow paper. This is from the Storyteller collection from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out my photos. So I'd printed these four up in the Canon Selfie app or from the Canon Selfie app. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut them down and leave a slight white border around them. And so, yeah, these are just some cute little photos of the pup we care for called Sandler. So I just took these over the course of maybe 2 days in a week. And so I just wanted to document this gorgeous little boy. So I'm going to go ahead and use this stencil. Now, I'm really sorry. I'm not sure where this stencil's from. It might be a Kaisercraft one, but I really am not sure. And I've got a whole bunch of Distress Oxides that I'm using. And as you can see, all my blending brushes. So this color is a fired brick. And then I decide that, yes, I should stick this down so that I don't move the stencil around too much. I couldn't hold it still. So yes, I'm just going to go through and add each of these colors to the background. So it's going to be where my cut file will sit, and I wanted to match up as close as possible to these colors. So this first one I've used dried marigold, and then I'm going over with a little bit of saltwater taffy, and then I decided to come in with a little bit of that fired brick, and that made a pretty good color there. And then this one is tattered rose. This is potentially one of my favorite colors, actually. I really like that color. Um, and I don't know why I keep bringing in the cut file because I obviously do have that background paper there um, to follow the stripes as well. So I was just following where they are. And so that one is, what color is that? Oh, fossilized amber. So I'm just cleaning down my stencil just a little bit because I'm going to move it along and start again with some other colors. This one's scattered straw, and these, yeah, so those colors match pretty well. I was pretty happy with those. This color is bundled sage, and that does match really well with that lighter green. Then I come in with pine needles. Now that did not match, and I didn't have really anything else that would match. So I do go over it with that bundled sage. Look, it's not the perfect color, but you know, it was fine. So let me know if you've got this collection and have a better match to that for that Distress Oxide. Let me know in the comments below. Now I'm using that is Faded Jeans, the darker blue, and then Stormy Skies. And so I really like how these colors turn out. I think I wasn't sure where I was going with this layout initially. So I knew that I wanted to create a rainbow of colors with this cut file, so the messy heart border cut file. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the Distress Oxides on, on some white cardstock or what I wanted to do. So yeah, I was really happy with how this turned out though. So now my heart, I'm just trying to work out whether I put it at the base of that or not. So as you can see, that's where I've cut the cut file, but I didn't want to waste this paper. I thought that there was too much of it to be able to use on something else. So I'm going to go ahead and gut it and lay that white paper over the top. So I have distressed the edges of that white cardstock, and yeah, I'm going to stick that down straight away because I know where that's going to go. I'm using this Nuvo adhesive, but I'm at the end of it, so I'm just trying to get as much out of it as possible. So I just put that around the edges and then stick that to the border, making sure I'm lining up those colors that I've used with the Distress Oxide with the background. So I'm going to quickly pack up here and just get those mixed media supplies out of the way. I think I've said it before in other videos. This is my favorite, I guess, mixed media. I find it very clean and precise, and I think that's what I like about it because I don't necessarily like getting too messy. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick down this cut file. Yeah, it's a really nice way, I think, for me to use mixed media is to use the Distress Oxides, and I've built up quite a good stash over time. So I have most colors. But now I'm going to go ahead and work out what to do next on this layout. I didn't really still have a sense of what I was going to do, but I am going to mat my photos. And I thought two of the photos I would mat in this colorful, beautiful hearts because I thought it matched in with the messy heart cut file. And I thought that would look good. I mean, you can't really make out the hearts, but you can see that there's those pops of color. Then I'm going to mat the other photo that I have in those two groups with the color that it's sort of sitting on. So I've got that, I guess, pinky peachy color, and then I'm trying to pick out a green. And I love using these A5 paper stacks, or the 6x8 paper packs, to back photos and to back cut files. I think they're perfect. So I do tend to get them in every collection I buy, if I've got the opportunity. So now I'm going to rough up the edges with my distress tool here. Like I said, I'd roughed up the edges of that white cardstock, and I just love the texture that it gives. So I'm just going to do that to all 4 photos. And yeah, I liked how these photos were sort of sitting tucked under that cut file, but there was quite a gap in the center. So you'll see later, how I kind of deal with that. But yeah, I wasn't sure how else to lay out these 4 photos. So I'm just looking through the title, seeing what I might like. And sorry, I do kind of go through a lot of these ephemera. Then I decide I'm going to do some tone on tone embellishments. And I had fussy cut these little cameras from the 12 by 12 cut apart sheet. And so I placed each of the colors down in different locations. And yeah, then I'm just going to go ahead and do lots of tone on tone embellishing. I'd cut these, fussy cut these hearts as well out of that same paper. So I'm just picking out a few. And I do put those 2 at the top, and then I decide that no, that doesn't really make sense. I'm going to put them down below as well. And yeah, so I do, I guess, I want to say fuss. It's not really fussing. I'm just kind of going through the die cut ephemera and picking out things that'll work. So I've added that Hello Beautiful banner and Tell Our Stories, that green circular piece. Then I pull out this Hello Beautiful. So I've got that twice on the page there, and I don't really realize at the start, but that's okay. I've added that Love This tab to the side of that left-hand photo. That little yellow piece says Love This Wild and Precious Life. I added a green tab to that green, like that photo that's matted in green. Oh, I have also added a blue sort of strip from a cut apart sheet that says Eat, Sleep, Capture, Repeat, and then that's another circular element that says Moments in Time. So I've got a mix of sort of straight word pieces, some circular elements, those cameras. I'm just adding all the different colors, tone on tone embellishing, and yeah, making that work. And I'm really loving how this is looking. Obviously there's no real clusters. It's just literally, color on color matching and seeing what I think looks good. I'm pulling out the buttons now, and I'm going to add a few buttons in and around this cut file in those different colors. And I really love those buttons. They're so cute. Does it work on this layout? I'm not sure. I could say that Sandler's as cute as a button. That was my justification probably. Now I'm looking at the sticker sheet, and I haven't really worked out what I'm going to put there. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, there's too much of a gap in between these photos. I need to fill them with something. So I've pulled out these 2 fussy cut florals, and so in that yellow tone. And then I'm just like, I'm just going to start sticking things down before anything really moves. So I am going to go ahead and pop some things up on foam adhesive, and other things I'm just sticking flat to the page. So I'm adding a bit of glue as well to a lot of the elements. Those chipboard pieces already have some adhesive on the back, but I add a little bit of wet adhesive as well, because it is going on that mixed media. So as you can see, I'm swapping between the 2 glues. It depends on which one is going to work. So this is the art glitter glue, and I'm sticking those photos flat to the page, and then popping up this circular element that says Moments in Time. I'm going to pop up this Hello Beautiful. Now I do leave all of my process in today. I didn't cut anything out. This layout came together super quickly. That mixed media probably was the thing that took the biggest amount of time. So I, yeah, let me know in the comments below if you do like me leaving in the whole process of how I stick things down and how that all works. Otherwise, yeah, I quite often cut it out because sometimes it's just a bit onerous and tedious. I sort of have to move things around. But this one was pretty simple because I'd already stuck the cut file down. The photos were in place. I just sort of, moved them up slightly and then stuck them down. A lot of these hearts I'm just sticking flat to the ground, flat to the ground, flat to the page. As you can see, I'm just adding some glue behind those photos. I do go ahead and pop half of the Hello Beautiful banner up, and the rest I'm sticking down flat. Yeah, so I'm just working my way through sticking these down. While I'm doing all that, I'll let you know that I've left links below to the Facebook group, so go ahead and head over there. That cut file is free until the end of July, so make sure you get in and grab it beforehand, and I'll leave links to the cut file in the shop. So if you don't see this video in July, you'll be able to go to the shop and pick up this cut file. So I've added that sticker, that small sticker word that says "Oh my heart." I'm going to add this other one here that says "This made me smile." Now I'm trying to work out what I can do for a title. So yeah, these black puffy titles are gorgeous. They've been in a couple of collections, maybe one or two before this, and I love them. So they're very similar. I love the scripty title, and I am just going to title this "Sweetheart" and just have it run across the top of those photos. And I really think the black pops. I think it needed that black actually, given my photos of this black pup. I think that really, yeah, that really worked in with those photos because there wasn't any other black on the page. So I feel like the title really pulled it all together. Then I'm adding this darker blue heart, and as you can see, they're all in line with the different colors there. And I'm adding that red one, and I do pull out these flare buttons, but I couldn't make them work. I think I probably could have if I added a few more, but yeah, I decided to pull them off. Now I'm going in with these puffy heart stickers. Oh my gosh, these things are divine. I did buy 2 packets because yeah, 1 packet would not have been enough. Now I don't have to consciously think about it, and I just start sticking these down. I do end up adding that green one to the little green camera there, and I like how that looks. I'm just adding a little bit more foam underneath that. And now I'm going to come in with my gold glitter spray by Jen Hatfield, and that will be it. I'll leave you with some close-ups at the end. Thank you very much for joining me. If you did like this video, give me a thumbs up, and otherwise subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here. Bye.